Hi, I'm Diane and I'm the Chief Leadership Officer at Blueprint Leadership. I want to talk about teamwork today. There's some information in the news right now about the Saints, and there was a bad call or a no call recently, and that reminded me of back in 2010. I was following the Saints because, as you may remember, Katrina had just happened, and I was impressed by Drew Brees and his conviction about bringing hope to the city, and really trying to through the actions of his team, his football team, to be able to make a difference in that community. And one of the things that he talked about is that he acknowledged that the team at the time, the New Orleans Saints, didn't have the kind of talent that some of the other teams had. They just hadn't been able to recruit it. And he said that in order for his team to win the Super Bowl, they would need to trust each other and build a cohesive team together. And that cohesion would actually be the multiplication factor that would enable them to be successful. And as you may remember, they were successful. They won the 2010 championship game. I find that is also true in business. I was working with a company called Foundation Medicine. It was led by this incredible leader, Mike Polini. And that team, I remember a phone call that they had with investors. And in the call, you could just see how cohesive they were. They were able to communicate a message to the investors, and it was as if they had one voice. They could, one person would stop and then the next person would just pick up, and it's almost as if that they had this cadence that they could complete each other's sentences. And that was a result of them having developed trust and cohesion and respect for each other's strengths. And so I wasn't the only one impressed by that. There were other people, and in fact, the investor world in general talked about how amazing that they were as a team working together. And that was part of the reason that they were successful. And eventually that company was valued at over $5 billion and was acquired by Roche. And so, the opposite is also true. I have walked into organizations before where you can see that there is not cohesion, trust is diminished, there's backstabbing, there's, triangulated communications. And one of the, sure signs that a team is not cohesive is that, each silo believes that they have the right answers in terms of how the organization should progress forward and be successful, and they are not able to get the commitment and buy-in from other people on the team. And so we know that those teams are not going to be successful. They're not going to be $5 billion companies that are sold or acquired or out on the market, helping people, the most important thing, making a difference in the world. So what I want to do is offer you the opportunity. I put together a short video. It's just about 7 minutes long, but it's some tips that you can utilize in order to build a cohesive team. And cohesion takes time, and there's normal stages that teams go through in order to get to the point of cohesion. And so this short video just gives you some tips about how you move your team along to help it be cohesive. So if you want to check that out, if you have some opportunity within your team to build more cohesion, go ahead and click the link. It's absolutely free. We just want to make sure that you have some tips and tools to help you to achieve that kind of cohesion that brings ultimate success. Thanks so much.